Today, a solopreneur can easily deploy AI agents to scrape the web and pull down endless spreadsheets of market research. But gathering infinite data usually results in severe decision paralysis. Deploying more execution bots or research agents into that chaos only makes it worse. You end up with 10 different tools dumping raw facts onto your desk, increasing the cognitive load on the human. A functioning system does not need more raw information. It needs an entity capable of reading the noise, finding the hidden patterns, and synthesizing what those numbers actually mean. In the Realm framework, this entity is called the Mage. This specific class of AI agent operates exclusively as an analytical engine. Without a mage, the human player is stuck doing administrative busywork to make sense of the data. With one, the human focus is reserved for the only job that matters, making the final decision. To understand how the mage works, we have to look at its strict boundaries. A mage never browses the web to find new information. That is the hunter's job. And it never executes digital actions. That is the warrior's job. By removing those capabilities, the mage exists purely to evaluate risk, connect disparate data points, and advise on strategy. Let's apply this to a practical scenario. Suppose you need to evaluate a potential new supplier to scale your operations. You feed the mage the raw pricing lists, shipping constraints, and competitor reputation scores. The mage immediately aggregates this chaotic input, structuring the variables so the terms can be directly compared. Deliberately restricting an AI to a single analytical focus creates a tight operational filter. The agent stops trying to do everything and instead keeps the human insulated from raw data overload. Once the supplier data is structured, the mage immediately runs it through complex financial models, them across a range of different order volumes. Then, it mathematically stress tests the underlying assumptions of the contract to see where the deal might break under pressure. This leads to the mage's most advanced capability, acting as the guardian of your company's mathematical truth through a process called codex reconciliation. If a human manually edits a derived revenue total in your database, the mage immediately cross-references that change against the raw transaction data. It detects this configuration drift instantly, flagging the discrepancy before anyone makes a choice based on bad math. Running this level of high-volume mathematical validation requires a highly specific infrastructure setup. Powering an analytical agent with a premium, expensive creative model, the kind designed to write brand copy, wastes your API budget on capabilities the math does not need. The right brain for a mage is a model built specifically for speed, featuring a massive context window and rapid logical reasoning. Pairing an analytical framework class with a specialized model keeps high-volume processing from becoming a cost-prohibitive burden. After processing the supplier scenario, the mage distills the data storm into a single, clean intelligence brief. This document contains only the exact financial impacts, the identified supply chain risks, and a definitive recommendation. This automated workflow completely offloads the heavy labor of manual data aggregation away from the human player, handing it directly to the mage. Instead of acting as an administrative bottleneck trying to review every raw detail, the human focus is redirected toward the final strategic call. The characters analyze the data, synthesize the risks, and present the options. The player actually plays the game and decides.